And initially, it was always, we started off with the standard 9-line where we're passing targets. And then it got to a point where it was just easier, go into the stack and then link up with a strike eagle, go welded wing, pass the codes, and just, run them in. We had the target and just go 3, 2, 1, pickle, and they peel off. And those guys were carrying, let's say, 9 GBU-12s, 2 GBU-10s. They had Lantern, and I believe they had Viper, and they had Strike Eagle, I think 4 radios.
Yeah.
We're Tomcat, 1 Lantern pod, 4 U-12s, and I have quick if it worked. That was essentially it. But that's, we got to the point where, stop the 9 lines, let's just go welded wing, and we'll slick you if we can. And it would take the, because they were the cups and working with FAC-8. It was a way of building the trust and the comfort level to go out there and get a lot of work done in a short period of time.
Yeah, it's interesting, like over time, when you guys become kind of a fighting unit, if you will, with all these other platforms in the stack, is you guys develop that trust. It's kind of the same thing that some of my Hog Weapon School guys say is the last 2 years of their time at Nellis, they didn't actually drop on a single traditional 9-line. It was effectively call for fires or, hey, I trust you, hit my mark.
Yeah.
And things like that, you guys can build, and you can build the trust on that. And so with you guys, like again, kind of a non-traditional platform, like the Hogs were there in the stack. Did you guys integrate or talk to them about like FAC-8 TTPs, or would you guys like, would you do like FAC-8 handoffs to Hogs coming in and swapping out, or was there enough FAC-8 to go around at that time that you guys were all busy and not necessarily?
There was enough FAC-8 to go around.
Yeah.
Yeah. At a couple of times when we did interact with the A-10s, one night it was, I think we lost our system. We could track, but we couldn't target. And when an A-10 came in, and we pretty much did a handoff to him, and kind of, it was like watching a movie. We just kind of stood back and watched this guy go to work. I mean, it was just, I got my hats off to A-10 driver, man.
Yeah.
Just marvelous work, particularly watching it on the Lantern pod. It was a pretty good movie that we were watching that particular night. The other time was, we lost a couple of airplanes in OIF. Hornet got taken out by a Patriot battery, so blue on blue. We lost a Brit Tornado, same thing, blue on blue, coming off a Patriot battery. But we lost a Tomcat too. That was my wingman towards the end of our time with IED. Obviously, watched my wingman go down, and we can talk about that, how that all evolved. But eventually, I was getting low on gas, so I had to go hit the tanker, and I turned over CSAR responsibilities to an A-10 guy. So he picked up where I left off and got those guys out of there safely. Back to the boat.
I was specifically gonna ask. I was like, all right, so the date is 1 April 2003, but now let's talk about it now. So kind of set the stage.
Sure.
You guys are out there. Tomcat, 2 motors, lose 1. Fuel transfer system fails as well. So basically just the fuel transfer going over to the good working engine kind of fails, stars out the other engine. You got it from here for your wingman.
Yeah. So yeah, we were there again. We were up north controlling a division of Strike Eagles. They had a bad radar. They had a bad lantern. So I slicked them. We welded wing, dropped their 4 weapons. And I said, hey, why don't you just go head down to the tank track? I'll join you there. Let me finish up business with these guys. And then we'll sort it out once we get off the tanker. So I head south. I show up in the tanker. My wing was not there. Vinny and Gordo. And unplug, get my gas. And go, hey, guys, what's going on? They're checking in. Go, hey, Skipper, we're single engine right now. We've gone through the pocket checklist, tried a couple other things, can't get the engine online. I said, okay, well, let's point the nose towards Kuwait. Let's get you on the deck. And I'm on the tanker. I go, hey, tanker dude, you need to descend. We need to start heading east. We need to catch up to these guys. They can't climb. They're going to need gas. They're about 5,000 pounds at this point. It's at that point, as we're heading east, they go, you know what? We've lost a crossfeed interconnect, and we're not. No, how does that work?